Hello everyone and welcome to another Naxx boss guide. Let's start the show. Before you pull Patchwerk, make sure that you clear out all of the trash in the room since they are social with the boss. You don't want to get an unpleasant surprise on your first pull. Patchwerk has only one active mechanic, and besides that, one soft and one hard berserk. The hard berserk is set on a 6-minute timer, after which he will be going on a rampage, hitting extremely hard and spewing poison bolts on the raid, which are pretty much unhealable. The soft berserk, aka enrage, and happens when the boss reaches 5% health. This quote-unquote soft berserk happens every time and is not avoidable. You counter it by using defensive cooldowns and externals on the tanks. The main challenge on this fight are hateful strikes. On the 10-man difficulty you are going to need 2 tanks, and on 25, 3 tanks. There is quite a bit of controversy when it comes to hateful strikes and how they work. On private servers, they were implemented in such way that both HP and threat was counted when it comes to eligibility of the targets to take damage. From what we have seen on the beta, that is absolutely not the case. Hateful strikes work based on threat only, which means that jumping into the green slime is completely useless, if not even damaging, since you will lose mana and uptime on the boss. Your tanks will have to be on top of the threat. That means that the off tanks will need to pump damage on pull to prevent any memory such as melee instantly getting clapped. Now on to the tips and tricks. Make sure that the tanks are stacked on top of each other and at max melee range from the boss. Same goes for the melee. Stacking will increase overall healing since Chain Heal, Holy Light Splash and Wild Growth will cover all the tanks. Disco Priests should use Prayer of Mending on cooldown. Warlocks should be at maximum range so that the prayer doesn't jump on the Warlocks by accident, since it will grief the tank healing quite a bit. Rogues and Hunters should use MD and tricks on the tanks on pull, and at least one more tricks thereafter to ensure stable threat for the whole fight. If you're a tank, it is advised that you use Indestructible Potion before the fight, and again in the fight once its effect is about to fall off. Using your defensive cooldowns as a tank is important. Don't be afraid to use Bark Skin, Shield Wall, Icebind Fortitude, Divine Protection or Divine Sacrifice early in the fight. It will help you reduce the overall damage taken throughout the encounter. Make sure that you have a cooldown ready before the Enrage, aka Soft Berserk. You can also use external cooldowns such as Pain Suppression, Hand of Sacrifice and Divine Sacrifice from a healer or DPS. If you are a healer or DPS using Sacrifice, it is advised that you use Divine Shield as well to negate any damage coming your way. You can pop a Bloodlust on pull, in which case it is advised that your DPS pre-pots. In the kill that you can see on your screen, we use Bloodlust when the boss was in execute range to increase our overall DPS when the boss is on low HP and reduce the exposure of the boss's soft enrage. Couple of tips for this fight would be: use Amplify Magic on your tanks. They will be taking only physical damage on this boss and it will help with healing quite a bit. It's basically an extra healing buff you get for free. Tanks, remember to keep up and refresh your Demo Shout or Demo Roar. Better the uptime, lower the damage taken. Healers can also use Demonic Runes and Runic Mana Potions to restore a chunk of their mana. Also, remind your DPS to innervate once your mana dips low. And don't forget Hymn of Hope and Mana Time combination. It will be massive in this fight for your healers. Managing your mana on this fight is necessary. You will need to have enough to cover your tanks once the boss is on low HP and smacking them really hard. Holy Paladins are extremely effective on Patchwerk. If you're having problems in the healing department, having another Paladin go holy may be the key to your victory. Thank you for watching the video and smash the like button if you liked it. And remember to subscribe for more Wrath content. You can also catch me live loot banning incompetent raiders on my Twitch. Link will be in the description of the video as always. And on that note, roll the outro.